Welcome back, children. I will continue same chapter, triangles. We learned about isosceles triangle last time. Today I am starting with next topic, that is inequalities in a triangle. There are certain theorems related to inequality which we will be discussing today. First theorem is, if two sides of a triangle are unequal, then the longer side has greater angle opposite to it. What does it mean? We have a triangle ABC. If in this triangle AB, side AB is greater than or longer than AC, means the length of AB is more than AC, then angle opposite to AB will also have a greater value than angle opposite to AC. That is, if AB is greater than AC, then angle opposite to AB is angle ACB. So angle ACB will be greater than angle ABC. ACB will be greater than this ABC. Longer side has greater angle opposite to it. See one more example here. ABC, AB is greater than BC. Now AB is greater than BC. So angle opposite to AB is ACB and angle opposite to BC is BAC. So here angle ACB will be greater than angle BAC. Longer side always has greater angle opposite to it. Side which is greater, longer, angle opposite to that will be greater. This is first theorem. Second theorem is converse of this theorem. In this, sides were given and we were comparing the angles. Now angles are given and will compare the sides. If two angles of a triangle are unequal, greater angle has longer side opposite to it. If angle B is greater than angle C, then opposite to angle B is AC. So AC will be greater than, opposite to angle C is AB. AC will be greater than AB. Similarly, if angle A is more than angle B, then BC will be greater than AC. That is, side opposite to greater angle is always greater. You can compare any two sides. We can compare any two sides and any two angles, but in one triangle. Don't consider the angles of different triangles and then compare the sides. Always this inequality is applied in single triangle. Now from these two theorems we have deduced an important result that says greatest angle always has longest side opposite to it. If all three angles we know, then the angle which is greatest, side opposite to that will always be the greatest side or longest side. And similarly, smallest angle has shortest side opposite to it. If we know all the angles of a triangle, then the smallest angle will have shortest side opposite to it. I'll discuss next theorem now. The next theorem says the sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than third side. If we have a triangle and we know the sum of two sides, that is AB plus BC, then that is always greater than AC. Now if I take AB plus AC, the sum will always be greater than the third side. AB plus BC is greater than AC, AB plus AC is greater than BC, BC plus CA is greater than AB. If you add two values, it should always be greater than third side, otherwise triangle is not formed from them. Corollary from this, the result which we can find from this is the difference between any two sides of a triangle is always less than the third side. When sum is greater than third side, difference is always less than third side. From here only, if AB plus BC is greater than AC, so BC will be greater than AC minus BC, AB. This AB goes this side, so it becomes minus. From here I get AC minus AB is less than BC. And we will subtract if AC is greater than AB. From longer side, shorter side will be subtracted. Is less than BC. That is, difference between any two sides is always less than third side, and sum of any two sides is always greater than the third side. See one question now. Question says, in triangle PQR, angle P is 70 degree, angle R is 30 degree. Which side is longest? We have to find longest side. We have any triangle PQR. Draw the triangle first. We have just learned to remember this result. Greatest angle has longest side opposite to it. So we'll find all the three angles, and whichever angle will be greatest, side opposite to that will be longest. It is given angle P is 70 degree, angle R is 30 degree. We don't know angle Q. First step will be finding angle Q. Angle P plus angle Q plus angle R. will be equal to 180 degree. Reason, angle sum property of a triangle, write yourself. 70 plus angle Q plus 30 is equal to 180 degree. Angle Q plus 100 will be equal to 180 degree. Angle Q is equal to 180 minus 100. So angle Q is equal to 80 degree. Angle Q is equal to 80 degree. This is 80, this is 70, this is 30. Angle Q is the greatest angle here. Angle Q is equal to 80 degree is greatest angle. So it has longest side opposite to it. Always side opposite to greatest angle is longest. So which side is opposite to Q? PR. So which side is longest? PR is longest side. Q has PR opposite to it. Just find all the angles and greatest angle has longest side opposite to it. See another question. In triangle ABC, angle A is equal to 50 degree, B is 60 degree. Arrange the sides of the triangle in ascending order. Ascending means smallest to longest, shortest to longest. We have a triangle ABC. Angle A is 50 degree, B is 60 degree. Third angle we do not know. First we need to find that. Then only, because we have to arrange all the sides of the triangle, we need all the angles. So again, angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. 50 plus 60 plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Then angle C will be equal to 180 minus 50 plus 60 is 110, that is equal to 70 degree. So angle A is 70. Sorry, angle C is 70. We have got the angles. Which is the smallest angle now? Angle A is smallest. Angle A is equal to 50. Angle B is equal to 60 and angle C is equal to 70. Angle A, first arrange the angles in ascending order and corresponding sides will always also be in ascending order. Angle A is less than angle B, less than angle C. So sides will be arranged in the same order because greater angle has longer side opposite to it. So angle A, opposite to angle A is BC. BC is less than, opposite to angle B is CA. Less than, opposite to angle C is AB. Side opposite to angle C is AB. We will arrange them in this order. Reason, greater angle has longer side opposite to it, or side opposite to greater angle is always greater. You can write in any language. So ascending order is BC is less than CA, less than AB. First compare the angles and then the sides opposite to them. Let's see one more question. In the given figure, AD bisects angle A. AD bisect angle A. What does this mean? AD is bisecting this complete angle A, means this is equal to this. Angle BAD is equal to angle CAD. These two small parts are equal. Arrange AB, BD and DC in descending order of their lengths. We have to arrange AB, BD and DC in descending order of their length. Means longest to shortest. Now see one thing. AB and BD are contained in same triangle, but DC is in another triangle. So DC will be compared later. First compare these two. For comparing these two, what we have to do, we have to find the angles opposite to them. We do not need to find all angles. All angles are needed if all sides need to be arranged. In this triangle, I have to compare AB and BD first. So I will find angles which are opposite to them. this is always what you do when you want to compare the sides. Just find the angles opposite to them. So angle opposite to AB is this angle, and angle opposite to BD is this angle. So I need to find these two angles. 60 is given and I need to find these two angles. First, in triangle ABC, how can I find the angles? Angle A plus angle B plus angle C will be equal to 180 degree. This complete triangle, this from here, angle A plus 60 plus 40 will be equal to 180 degree, and angle A will be equal to 180 minus 100, that is equal to 80 degree. Now this AD bisect this angle A, complete angle A, so angle BAD will be equal to angle CAD, because AD bisect them, equal to half of this complete angle A. This is what is meant by AD bisecting angle A, that is equal to 40 degree. So this is 40 we have found, and this is also 40 we have found. Now what we can write in this triangle? In this triangle I need to find this angle also. So in triangle ABD, I've solved it. The sum of all angles will be 180. 40 plus 60 plus ADB is equal to 180. From here ADB, this angle we have found, equal to 80 degree. Now in triangle ABD only, what we have, angle BAD is equal to 40, so it is less than angle ABD, and ABD is less than angle ADB. This is 40, 60, 80, so they will be in this order. Opposite to angle BAD, is side BD is less than, opposite to angle ABD is side AD less than, opposite to angle ADB is side AB. So BD is less than AD less than AB. BD, AD and AB. This we have arranged in ascending order. Why I have compared all three sides? Because from this triangle ADC, these two angles are equal, means side opposite to them will also be equal. In triangle ADC, because angle DAC is equal to angle ACD, so side opposite to them, opposite to angle DAC is side DC. DC is equal to, opposite to angle ACD is side AD, is equal to AD. So in place of AD here I can write, substituting in 1, mark it 1, substituting in 1, what do I get? I get BD is less than DC less than AB. We have substituted the value because we had to compare these three sides. AD was not to be compared. And in descending order, what can I write? AB is greater than DC greater than BD. AB is greater than DC greater than BD. This is the descending order of the sides. What we have done in the question is, we have found all the angles of this triangle, then compare all the sides of this triangle, and I have compared all the sides because from this triangle we have got AD is equal to DC, so substitute that value in place of this because the sides to be compared were AB, BD and DC. See one more question. Is it possible to construct a triangle with lengths of its sides 4 cm, 3 cm and 7 cm? We have learned the third theorem, that sum of any two sides of a triangle is always greater than third side. So if this theorem is satisfied, then yes, triangle is possible, otherwise triangle is not possible. We'll continue with take any two sides and we'll find the sum of the sides. If the sum is greater than third side, then yes, triangle is possible, otherwise triangle is not possible. 4 cm, 3 cm. If I take 4 plus 3, the answer will be 7. It is equal to 7 and it is 7 is not greater than 7. That is the third side. Sum of two sides is not greater than third side. So, triangle is not possible. Sum should always be greater than third side. It can't be equal, it can't be less. In here we have got the answer in first case only. If it is not possible, if the answer is coming greater than third side, then go for next two sides. That is fine for all the three sides. And if all the three sides the sum is not greater than the third side, if for in any case it happens, then the triangle is not possible. Otherwise the triangle is possible. You can complete the exercise based on inequalities now, and we'll meet next time.